Bottom of the 8th. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
Going back at the wall, he leaps. Oh my goodness! Hill dives. Did he get it? He did. Up the middle. Trey Turner to his left, pops up. Fantastic break. Down to the third, being around. And inside the park, home run. He's done it. Home run number 50. Weig on his way to second. Going to be a play, and he is out. No. It can only happen in the wild card game. Down the line it goes. Here comes Jensen. The Indians win it. Here it comes. He struck him out. Taylor ties it. Oh, what a finish.
They ask me what I do in winter when there is no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and wait for spring.
Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Jimmy Nelson, the right-hander out of the state of Oregon, gets the ball in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers having a big year. Look at that ERA, sub 1.0 ERA on the season. He's been nearly untouchable up to this point. And we should have a fun time watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
Into the box is the leadoff hitter Cameron Maybin, and we are ready for baseball. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back toward the mound. And a good throw gets him one gone. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I really like what Justin Bour does for this team. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Rojas. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson, batting at an even .400. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Aguilar has room in foul territory. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman, Justin Bour.
In now, Justin Bour. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And he takes strike 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Wei-Yin Chen will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Keon Broxton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Keon Broxton.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, the guy to look out for is Brandon Phillips. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue.
Here's Brandon Phillips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo home run for Brandon Phillips. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
In is Christian Yelich. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Dietrich is there, 2 down.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana. As we're 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a solo shot here for Domingo Santana. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Standing in now, Jesus Aguilar. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Chen gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. Line drive to left. Van Slyke is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's Starlin Castro. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
So striding in, JT Realmuto. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Into the box, Derek Dietrich. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Dietrich stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-2. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Miami down in order. They're down 2-0. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and he leaves another pitch over the plate here. This one's sent high in the air out to deep left center field. And for the 3rd time this afternoon, he has surrendered a home run. Orlando Arcia with a solo shot. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
That ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Molina, once a member of the Cardinals organization, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Catcher, Jimmy Nelson.
Next for Milwaukee, Jimmy Nelson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Shen's got his target. Here's the first pitch. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Grounded to short. Rojas scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. Back at Miller Park in Milwaukee as we get you set for the top of the third. Martin Prado now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch of the at-bat is put in play to the right side of the infield. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Brewers are challenging the previous.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Set to get his day started, Scott Van Slyke. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Behind 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Now at the plate, Wei-Yin Chen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Breaking ball in for a strike.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still down 3-0. That'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Center fielder, Keon Broxton.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
First offering on its way. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
It just has the makings of being a pretty big inning. D-Roll, leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
In now, Christian Yelich. High and deep to straightaway right. Dietrich going back on it at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the run is in to score from third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Domingo Santana.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. Dietrich back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Jesus Aguilar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. On the move is Phillips. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Number 5.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, Zero, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, Zero, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box. And he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Stepping in now, Orlando Arcia. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Maben is there, and he'll make the catch. Up next from Miami, Cameron Maben. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs. Hey, listen, Zero, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single, and hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
Standing in now, Justin Bohr. The swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Aguilar waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Starlin Castro.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave one. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Now batting, Yadier Molina hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-1 the count to Molina. The bouncer to the left side, to his right, Rojas. And that's the first out.
The pitcher, number 52, Jimmy Nelson.
So coming to the plate, Jimmy Nelson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Maben. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now, Keon Broxton. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Maben. Still ranging back. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A solo shot that time for Keon Broxton. Home run number 5 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now. With 4 bombs already in this one. Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
In is Christian Yelich. And he puts it on the ground to second. Castro's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers get a run, and it comes here on the long ball. We're through 4. It's the Brewers 6 and the Marlins nothing. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Way out in front.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Phillips is there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Into the box, Martin Prado. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Slow bouncer to the right side, but it gets foul. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Miami down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Domingo Santana. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First Pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a drive. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! A home run! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0. Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Severino Gonzalez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar. And right away, he's baffled by the breaking ball that time. It's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 11 for him on the season, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, that was solid strategy going with the right-handed reliever there, looking for the right-on-right advantage, but he took that strategy and blasted it into the outfield stands. Guy on the bump just didn't execute the pitch he wanted.
Third baseman, number 5.
In now, Jonathan Villar. Line towards center field. Maben patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. Coming to the plate now, Orlando Arcia. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. Dietrich is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player. Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Down the third baseline. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the Brewers. It's about time to roll out the barrel. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Here's Scott Van Slyke to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Van Slyke, a former Dodger, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know him is to go out and produce.
The next 0-2. And it's 1-2.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Johnny Giavotella will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Johnny Giavotella.
In there, strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
The next 0-2. Popped high in the air. VR over to his left. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder Cameron.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. Way in front of that fastball.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Left side. Played on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle. It doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Drew Steckenrider gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Keon Broxton, and he'll try to start things out here for the Brewers in their half of the 6th.
Boy, this guy right here, that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Keon Broxton is retired leading off the bottom of the 6th.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Here's Brandon Phillips. And he hits it hard to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Into the box, Christian Yelich. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Phillips, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Line toward the gap in left center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. Phillips ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Brewers strand 1 as the lead holds at 8-0. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Into the box now, Justin Bour. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First offering on its way. Way out in front.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Starlin Castro. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he takes this one high, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Garcia has it, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher,
Settling in now, JT Realmuto. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. And VR will look this one in to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still 8-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jesus Aguilar. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws. Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Behind 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Digging in, Jimmy Nelson. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Brewers strand a couple as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Derek Dietrich. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here it comes. This is flared out towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman, Martin.
So stepping in, Martin Prado. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First offering on its way. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point, so he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Scott Van Slyke is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Yelich. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
So a solo shot here to left center field is second of the game as they push this lead up to 9 now. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Junichi Tozawa will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Lewis Brinson is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Now batting, second baseman, Brandon Phillips.
Here's Brandon Phillips. He swings and grounds it to short. Rojas fields it cleanly on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide. And
now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Solo shot here to left, his 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Now batting, first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 2nd home run of the game as this lead got even wider. In now, Jonathan Villar. High in the air out to center field. Maben is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Orlando Arcia. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the 2nd. Here's the first pitch to him. 4 runs here in this half inning. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Onto the grill deck and gone. solo shot here to left, his second of the game as the blowout continues.
Well, when it left his bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Line towards center field. Maben there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. 9th inning coming up. The Brewers lead this one 13-0. Stepping in, Lewis Brinson. He'll get it started against Jimmy Nelson as we get the inning underway. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And he will make the catch on the full run. And there's a dandy of an out to start the inning.
Cameron Maben.
Here's Cameron Maben now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Popped him up. Aguilar will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for route number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Rojas. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
13-0, the convincing final score. Milwaukee jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jimmy Nelson earns his 5th winner of the year and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Wei-Yin Chen allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Brewers combined for over a mind-boggling 20 hits as they manhandled the Marlins 13-0. As of today, the Brewers sit in first place in the National League's Central Division, while the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. The Phillies finished off the 4-game sweep as they sank the visiting Buccos 8-4. Entering the day's action, the Phillies are in second place in the NL East, while the Pirates sit in third place in the National League Central Division. The Redbirds grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 2-0. Heading into the day, the Cardinals are in third place in the NL Central, while the Reds are at the bottom of the division. The Cubs totaled 11 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-3. In the standings, the Rockies are in third place in the NL West, And the Cubs are in second place in the NL Central. Freddie Freeman launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping lead the Braves to a win over the Mets, 8-5. At the start of the day, the Braves are in 4th place in the NL East, and the Mets are 3rd in the division. Austin Hedges drove in 3 as the Padres bested the Diamondbacks 5-3. As of today, the Diamondbacks sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, while the Padres are at the bottom of the division. Cody Bellinger drove home 3 runs, leading the Dodgers to victory over Washington 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Dodgers are atop the NL West, and the Nationals are atop the National League East Division. The Yankees combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 4-1. In the standings, the Yankees are in 2nd place in the AL East, while the Blue Jays are 4th in the division. C.J. Cron drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs, leading the Rays past the Twins 8-3. As of right now, the Rays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, while the Twins are in 3rd place in the AL Central. The Indians combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-2. Heading into the day, the Orioles are in last place in the AL East, and the Indians sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division. Will Harris collected win number 3 this year, helping the Stros take care of the White Sox 3-1. As of today, the White Sox sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the Astros are in 2nd place in the AL West. The Kansas City Royals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 6-0. At the start of the day, the Tigers are leading the American League Central, while the Royals are 4th in the division. The Giants completed a 3-game series sweep as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-3. Entering the day's action, the Angels are in 3rd place in the AL West, and the Giants sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division. The Oakland Athletics allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Red Sox 3-1. In the standings, the A's are in 1st place in the AL West, while the Red Sox are atop the American League East Division. The Mariners combined to give up just 5 hits as they stole a win in extra innings over the Rangers 2-1. Heading into the day, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division, while the Mariners are 3rd in the division. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. In the National League Central, the Atlanta Braves picked up 14 hits in total as they ran over the Reds 8-1. Charlie Blackmon was a major force at the plate, driving in 4 as Colorado beat the Padres 5-3. Rich Hill earned the 3rd W of his season as the Boys in Blue took care of the Marlins 2-1. The San Francisco Giants allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they pulled away from the Nationals 7-0. The Baltimore Orioles bested the visiting Indians 2-1. The New York Yankees grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 3-2. Avisail Garcia had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3 as the Chi Sox took care of the Mariners 4-2. The Texas Rangers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they dismantled the A's 10-3. The Houston Astros totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 4-3. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Tuesday Night Baseball is on the air from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Between the Milwaukee Brewers and the 11-game winning streak on the line. They'll try to notch their 12th straight. And please, Zach, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Coming to the plate now, Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Shot toward right center. Burns is there, and he has it for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Brewers' starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, you have to keep an eye on the Hebrew Hammer, Ryan Braun. This guy's hitting over .450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game. I watched him in batting practice, too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
In is Christian Yelich. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Boy, and it's a good night for the old hot chocolate here. 46 degrees at game time. Hit hard on the ground to second. Merrifield scoops it up. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 8.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Braun. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. First pitch of the at-bat. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Looking up is Soler. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Ryan Braun with the solo home run. Number 13 for him on the year. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
I'm cold in this booth, so I know those players have to be cold out there. But it doesn't matter to him. He still has enough power to knock it out of the park. To the opposite field, no less. Now that is some man strength.
Batting fourth, first base
digging in,
number 2,
Eric Thames.
Eric Thames.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Brewers do pick up a run on the Ryan Braun homer. Home half of the first coming up in KC, and Milwaukee's off to an early 1-0 lead. Ulysses Chacin, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Way in front of a great slider that time. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Well, a chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I love what Billy Burns does for this ball club. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Popped up. Thames over to his right. 2 down.
Batting third, second baseman.
With Merrifield next to hit. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Merrifield is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have. And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Second inning upcoming here in KC. It's the Brewers 1 and the Royals nothing. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw.
Leading off for Milwaukee, third baseman, Travis.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and this ball is raked deep down the line in left. And that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or two there.
Hey, great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. Bonifacio is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Two out, nobody on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Ranging back is Burns. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center. Second home run early in the year. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Softly on the line to third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Here comes the first pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Cain, formerly a Kansas City Royal, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, Matty, you mentioned he's playing his former club, and that can get tricky sometimes. I don't know if he's going to dinner with these guys after the game, or he showed up here with an axe to grind.
0-2. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. To short, hit hard. Escobar fields it cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 3-0 Milwaukee. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Chacin steps into the windup. Here's the 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And, guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Jorge Soler. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Jorge Bonifacio. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Another 0-2 home. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. KC down. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Well hit to right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you. I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Standing in now, Eric Thames. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seen the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hands back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Stepping in now, Travis Shaw. Oh, my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run homer for Travis Shaw. Number 25 for him on the year as this lead swells to 7-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jonathan.
Digging in now, Jonathan Villar. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around.